In this video, I want to talk about selling your membership site. And one way to make money with your membership site is to sell it as a going concern. Indeed, lots of people make money this way. You can sell an established website, or you can create one from scratch, load it up with content, and sell it on for somebody else to market and build up. Either way, selling your membership website on is a great exit strategy. Now, selling a membership site is no different than selling any other type of website. You need to show your website in a good light, demonstrate that it's making money or has the potential to do so, and negotiate the best possible price with the new owner. Any potential buyer will want to know a number of things. First of all, they'll want to know how much money your website is turning over every month or every year. And you should have demonstrable proof of this, such as statements from your payment processor. They'll want to know what the running costs of the site are. Again, you should be able to provide records for things like website hosting, cost of outsourcing, any ongoing subscriptions or payments to affiliates, and that sort of thing. They may or may not want to see a balance sheet so they can see what the profitability of the site is, but provide the basic data anyway so that potential buyers can work this out for themselves. They may be able to provide their own cheaper hosting, for example. They'll also want some statistics about your site. First of all, they'll want to know how much traffic your site gets. They'll want to know what the click-through rate is. They'll want to know how many visitors subscribe, and they'll want to know how many free members become paid members if you offer a free membership or a free trial. They'll also want other information that you can supply, things like information from Google Analytics. They'll want to know things like the Alexa rank. They'll also want Quantcast data if you have it. And it's actually worthwhile getting Quantcast to index and rank the site and provide data because it can provide a lot of extra data about your visitors. They'll also want to know where your traffic is coming from and how you're generating it. Is it through SEO? Is it through paid ads? Is it through affiliates? Or is it through other methods? You need to have all that information to hand. They'll also want to know what the attrition rate is, or to put it another way, how many people leave the site when their subscriptions renew. They'll also want to know how many customers are on your mailing list. Are people automatically unsubscribed when they leave the site, or does the list include people who are no longer members and or people who just took a free trial but didn't subscribe? And they'll also want to know what the lifetime customer value is. Or to put it another way, statistically, what percentage of site members purchase other products or services from you in addition to subscribing to your site? They'll need to know the level of ongoing work required. How much time do you personally devote to this site every day, every week, or every month? And do other people work on the site for you? If so, how much time do they devote to it? What do you pay them? Will the new owner be expected to take them on? Are they on the payroll as members of staff? And if so, is the new owner going to be expected to continue hiring them rather than bringing in his or her own people? They'll want to know all these different things. And sometimes it's a good idea to put all this information together as a PDF so that you can simply send that on to interested parties so they don't have to be asking you questions all the time. Now, of course, a question that everybody wants to know the answer for when they're trying to sell their site is, how much do you charge for your site? Well, the truth is that your site will only sell for what people are prepared to pay for it, and that can be, as undefined as how long's a piece of string. Facebook was floated at $38 per share, giving a total value of $104 billion, but that was exceptional. Generally, If a website has been running for a while and has a constant or increasing membership, in other words, it's not dropping off, then you can expect it to sell for between 8 and 12 months worth of revenue. Now, there are a few caveats to that last statement. First of all, if your site is highly dependent on your hands-on involvement, then expect it to sell for less. Likewise, if you have a high attrition rate, or your membership site is on a contentious subject, or is based around something that is or is likely to become illegal in some countries, then expect that to sell for less too. If your site is brand new and it doesn't have many or any members on board yet, then the price is going to depend on your niche, how much material is on the site, how much work you've put into it, and whether buyers can see the money-making potential. So what you should do is see what similar sites are selling for and price yours accordingly. Okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of actually selling your site. Probably the best place to sell your membership site is on Flippa, which you can find here at Flippa, that's flippa.com. And they sell a lot of websites on this particular site, along with domains and apps and all sorts of other good stuff. Then there's the Digital Point Marketplace. And again, this is a very popular place to buy and sell websites. And you can find out more at forums.digitalpoint.com. There's another site here, websitebroker.com. Again, another site that sells lots of different websites, from ones that have just been started right up to established websites. Then there's buysellwebsite.com. Again, another very similar site and quite a popular marketplace. You can also sell them on the Warrior Forum. If you go to warriorforum.com/other-website-products-services, and you can see they've got a few for sale here at the time that I'm making this video. And of course, you can always sell them on eBay as well. Although the ones that get sold on eBay tend to not go for a great deal of money. Now, some of these sites will charge you a fee to list your site. Others will charge you a commission for selling it. Some will do both. So you do need to shop around and find out which one is going to offer the best deal for your site. You can also enlist the services of a broker to assist you, and many advertise on those sites that I just showed you. Now, a few tips. First of all, if you intend to sell your site eventually, keep its workings separate from your other businesses right from the start. So that means you want to have a separate payment processor, a separate autoresponder account, separate affiliates accounts, separate web server, or at least a separate account on the web server. And that means that when your site is sold, all you've got to do is transfer everything over into the new owner's name, and they can carry on, and it can be a seamless and uninterrupted service. Another thing is, if you're going to start another site in the same niche, you want to do so before you sell your current one. Now, the reason for this is some buyers will want an undertaking from you that you won't be a competitor for your old site. I suppose that's a fairly reasonable thing to assume. So you can get round that by starting your new site before you sell your old one. And then the new buyer will know that the competition from you and from your other site is still out there, and the figures that you're going to provide them with for the way that your site is currently performing reflect the fact that you do have another site. And once the deal has been done and money has changed hands, change everything over to the new buyer's name and move on to your next project. It's a good idea to say that you'll be on hand to assist the new owner during the transition period and answer any queries or questions that he or she may have, or advise them with any ongoing issues.